Hey guys, welcome back. This is Mythos Gamer. We are on our 9th turn of our first game. We're going to take our first player marker, move it from Bob over to Joe. For our upkeep, Joe's going to try to make his way over to that gate, but he's got a Dull and a Star Spawn in his way. Don't think he can take them both on, so instead, we're going to try to sneak by. We're going to use all 3 focus to move all the way down here to 3 speed for sneak. On this turn, Bob's going to be coming out of the abyss. He has a Migo and a Chthonian waiting on him. I think we're going to have him try to fight. I'm not too worried about his fighting ability, but the horror checks could be a problem. We're going to move his fight and his will around a little bit. Slide that over 1. And that's all we're going to do during the upkeep phase. On to our movement phase. Joe has a speed of 3 and a sneak of 4. He also has a stealth ability. We're going to try to go 1, 2, sneak by both of them, and 3 over to you, Goth. For our sneak checks, we'll try against the Dull first. Alright, Joe has a sneak of 4. The Dull has a -1 to sneak, so we're going to roll 3 dice. We got 1, 2 successes. So the Dull, we're okay. Now we're going to roll for the Star Spawn. Star Spawn also has a -1, so 3 dice. We got success. So he's going to successfully sneak by both of them and end his movement at the witch's house. Mandy was delayed last turn, so this turn she's going to stand up and prepare to fight her way through another dimension. Daryl, with his 3 clue tokens, is going to keep going around the map trying to get some more to close another gate. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the woods and grab that clue token. And now for Bob. Bob is going to be leaving the abyss, where he is face to face with a Chthonian and a Migo. We're going to attack the Migo first. Migo has a -1 to horror check. Bob has a willpower of 4, so he's going to roll 3 dice. And there are 2 successes. On to combat. Bob has a fight of 3. So we're going to roll 3 dice. Migo has a +0. And there's our success. The Migo goes down. If you pass the combat check against a Migo, return to the box and draw 1 unique item. Bob drew an alien statue. During movement, exhaust and spend 2 movement points and 1 sanity to roll a die. If the die is a success, draw 1 spell or gain 3 clue tokens. If it's a failure, lose 2 stamina. Pretty dangerous, but as I've said many times before, toward the end of the game, clue tokens get pretty rare, so we may end up using this. And now, for combat with the Chthonian. For the horror check, the Chthonian has a modifier of -2. Bob has a will of 4. So we're rolling 2 dice. And we have success. For combat, the Chthonian has a modifier of -3. With the Chthonian having a modifier -3 and 3 stamina, I think now would be a good time to use our powder. We're going to discard to gain +9 to combat checks and lose 1 sanity. Alright, with a +9 from the powder and Bob's fight of 3, he rolls 12 dice. Minus the 3 from the Chthonian, we'll be rolling 9. We need 3 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes. Hey, it's enough. The Chthonian is dead. I just want to quickly point out for newer players, whenever an investigator is leaving the other world and comes back to Arkham, If there's a monster at the same location as where they end up, for that turn only, they do not have to fight the monster. Onto the Arkham Encounters phase. Joe is going to be drawn through the gate at the witch's house to Azathoth. For Daryl's encounter phase, we're going to draw a card from the red pile. The Woods. You have stumbled onto a still owned by the Sheldon gang. Make a sneak -1 check. If you pass, skulk away without being seen. If you fail, lose 2 stamina as the Sheldon gang works you over while escorting you from the woods. In either case, move to the street. Right now, he has a sneak of 0. Rather than use our clue tokens to try to get through this, we're just going to take the 2 stamina damage and move to the streets. For Bob's encounter phase, normally we would try to close this gate and seal it. However, because of the No One Can Help You Now environment card, gates cannot be sealed. So we're going to try and wait. For Joe's Otherworld encounter phase, we need a blue or yellow encounter card. Our first one is red. Our second one is red. We've got a yellow one. Azathoth is not on here, so go to Other. A monster appears from the shadows. Alright, I've got the monster bag. Let's see what we get. A Dimensional Shambler. -3 to sneak. -2 to horror checks. -2 to combat. If you fail a combat check against a Dimensional Shambler, you are lost in time and space. Wow, that's not good. Hopefully we can get through this okay. Alright, for the horror check, Joe has a will of 0 with a -2 modifier. Instead of using our clue tokens, we're going to take the 1 sanity damage and move on to combat. Joe has a fight of 5, plus his 45 automatic and his axe. So he has a combat rating of 11. With the Shambler's rating of -2, we'll be rolling 9 dice. And there's our 1 success we need. Shambler goes down. He does get to keep the monster as a trophy. If he hadn't killed this monster, not only would he have been lost to time and space, but the monster would have gone back to the monster bag. Maybe is another dimension where any color Otherworld encounter card can be used. So let's draw the top one. Another dimension is not on there, so we'll go to Other. Suddenly you notice something that you had previously missed. Gain 1 clue token. And now for our Mythos phase. I'm going to draw a Mythos card. Family found butchered. We drew the graveyard. We already have a gate at the graveyard, so we're going to have another monster surge. With there being 4 investigators, we'll draw 4 monsters. We have 5 on the board, so 2 will go to the board and 2 to the outskirts. First we're going to draw for the Abyss, since we actually have to put one at the graveyard. We do a Fire Vampire, plus 0 to sneak, has ambush and physical immunity. And now we'll draw for another dimension. And we drew an Elder Thing, -2 to sneak. When you fail a combat check against the Elder Thing, you must discard 1 of your weapons or spells. Now we're going to draw 2 more for our outskirts. A Gug. And a Formless Spawn. Next, we're going to place our clue token at the invisited isle. Next, we have our monster movement. We have no moon icons in play right now. We do have a couple crosses though. The High Priest is going to move from Southside to French Hill, and the Star Spawn is going to move to Rivertown. And now for our headline. Family found butchered. The terror level increases by 1 in light of this tragic news. That's not very good with our Disturbing the Dead rumor already in play. Terror level is going to go from 2 to 3. First we're going to draw an ally to run away, Professor Armitage. And then, because our terror level is up to 3, we're going to put a closed marker on the general store. And finally, we're going to roll for our Disturbing the Dead rumor. I rolled a 3.